The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello. Oh my god. I can't tell if this was a bit. Was that targeted?
Only a little bit.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to... I'm just looking around, making sure nobody else has any tricks up their sleeves.
The
Begins with the C.
Critshow.
Crit...
You got it, buddy.
The shit...
No, that's the pun we're playing off of.
Crow.
The Isn't that Armalus?
Rude. Damn, it's a good thing he's not here to hear you say that.
Isn't he, though? Doesn't he live inside you?
What?
He's here because you're here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm very compartmentalized.
Jake's like, what the fuck?
I thought this was like a poop joke. I thought this was something to do with the fact that I poop a lot. It's like the shit crow lives inside you. It's like a gremlin.
Ow!
What an awful place we're in right now.
Yeah.
What an awful start. Hello, everybody.
Well,
Welcome.
children, the shit crow takes the food from your belly and he flies it through your
God.
bowels.
God.
How tiny is
mind.
it?
Like a little delivery bird.
Yeah.
Just drops it out the back.
It's like a awful stork. It's like the worst stork.
It's a backdoor stork.
Oh, God.
Welcome to the Shit Crow, where we are playing the Clockwinders. Last time, our heroes,
Quote unquote.
yeah, which I have a hard time referring to all of you as.
This is the first one of the day.
Oh, no.
Our heroes, if you can call them that.
if you would be so kind. Our heroes had a party with the satyrs, a festival as the satyrs referred to it, which consisted of games, music, dancing, some competitions. They were victorious in those competitions, including a grape stomping contest and a capture the flag game, as well as a feast, which they were asked to prepare, and they did with flying colors. They gathered the recipe, gathered the ingredients, and prepared the meal. And that is where we left off last time, as everybody's settling in for that meal and a further night of revelry. I think we jump ahead just a little bit to the following morning. A lot of hungover satyrs all over the place. Actually, maybe fewer than you would suspect based on how much a lot of them drank. They seem to handle their wine extremely well, save a precious few. But it is sort of quiet early morning as they begin to rouse, yourselves included. The excitement of the festivities of the night prior calmed down substantially. Everything is sort of mellow, sort of settled, but everybody clearly just has a good vibe about them that sort of wraps you up in it. You know, you are included. There are a lot of smiles, however stumbly their walk is. They seem happy with themselves and happy with you all as well. So, what do you guys want to do here before you depart? You've made your friends here for sure. You've made your allies. They are happy with you, and they are happy to see you on whenever you're ready to go.
Is everybody still kind of assembled? Like if we went over to the big, what is not a hangman's platform, but just a regular platform, could we talk to everybody?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of like tents set up and people just like open air sleeping in the field. People just passing out in their chairs at the feast tables. Yeah, I think by and large, everybody's still around. And the ones that are like up and moving at this point are starting to help kind of break down. So the vast majority of the population are here. When I say breakdown, I mean like the
Hell yeah.
The Rumping.
structures, like the hangman's, like as you're standing on it, they're taking the legs off. No, like they're helping clean up. So yeah, lots of folks are still around. The majority of the community is still around.
Clean up is like the exact opposite of breakdown.
I meant like breakdown.
No, like just each word
Oh.
is the opposite, but they like are used to mean the same thing.
Yeah, clean and break are, I mean, they're not exactly opposites, but yeah, they're definitely on different ends of that spectrum, huh?
Yeah, and up and
Yeah.
down for sure.
Classic.
For sure.
A classic one.
Listen, I was trying to be on your side here.
I appreciate it.
I was with you. I don't deserve this attitude.
Turned on
It
me.
was-
Yeah, a classic example,
It
you
was an
idiot.
attitude. Be nice to me.
Be nice to him.
Yeah, if there are people around, I want to ask the council if I could ask something of the people.
Yeah, they absolutely, like, they gesture you up onto that dais again. They have no problem with you addressing folks.
Okay. Yeah, I climb up there. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. I can't quite tell. Boy, that was a night, huh?
Yeah, you hear some chuckles and some soft hooting and hollering in response. You see a lot of kind of bleary eyes turn your way. Some people that were still dozing in their spots roll over and open their eyes to look at you as you speak.
You'll notice that traveling with us, we have Roland the Black and Amalus. And part of that is because we want to...
me!
Oh,
says
yes,
Wazine.
and Wazine. How could I forget?
How dare you!
That's totally fair.
He bats his little eyelashes.
That's because we want to have somebody with us from every group that this is going to be important to. And we'd like one of you to join us on our journey up to the fortress. And up to this point, everything we've been doing has been very diplomatic. But I want to be honest, it may not always be that way. There are some people who are very set against what it is we want to do just because they crave the power themselves. So if there are any of you, well, I guess I shouldn't start that way. Are there any of you who might be interested in joining us?
You notice that no hands, like, shoot up instantly.
Yeah.
Nobody seems like they've just been waiting for this opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
You see some, like, turning to their neighbors and kind of murmuring to each other. I think what you do see, though, is some, like, self-examination among some of them. Like, they hadn't considered whether they'd be into this kind of thing before, and now they are. And you see a few people slowly raise their hands. You see 3 individuals scattered about this crowd raise their hands.
That's great. We're not sure, again, what the journey will be like. But I do have one last surprise left, one last little event. And I thought it might be good if there were multiple people who wanted to join us to decide who to take with us. And I will climb down off the platform and go over to the station that I had built before and pull the tarp off of it.
You hear a murmur of intrigue throughout the crowd.
And, what I reveal is like a counter, like a shooting range. But there are a number of targets, and they're all kind of stationary. But then Kade goes over to the front of it where the archers would stand to shoot these targets, and there is a metal rod sticking up. And I'm going to spend a fate point to activate my ether conduit. And so I charge myself with ether, and I grab hold of this handle, and all of the targets start to move.
There is a large-scale ooh as people start heading in your direction, sort of abandoning whatever task they were working on and coming to gather about this booth.
So yeah, this would be the final kind of event of our time here with you, at least this time around. The 3 of you who raised your hand, if you want to come compete, and the winner will go with us.
All right. Yeah, those 3 start heading in your direction. Let's name them. I want a name from each of you for one of these individuals.
Which character from Lord of the Rings are we playing off of at this point? Because we've done Armalus.
Let's play off of a Game of Thrones character now.
Oh, okay.
We'll do one Game of Thrones knockoff.
Yeah.
We'll do one Dresden Files knockoff, and we'll do whatever Ryan Gosling's character was in The Notebook.
Oh, you mean for these 3 characters specifically?
Yes, but
I
I'm
see.
joking. You don't have to do that. I just want names.
Gimbal.
Okay. Is it BLE or BAL?
First one.
Okay.
Byrion.
How do you spell that?
Byrion.
Okay.
Voa.
Okay. I see what we've done here, and I'm proud of all of you.
Do you? I don't. Explain it to me.
Well, his is off of a Game of Thrones character,
What? Who?
and hers is off of a Ryan Gosling in the Notebook.
I see.
I don't. I can't.
I
think
thought
of,
yours was loosely like a Gimli.
It was. I
Okay.
just didn't know what Ryan Gosling's character was in the Notebook.
I should have gone with Regina George. I changed mine to Regina George.
Okay. Make it something, though, that's like change a letter.
Regina George.
I'm glad you didn't go Vagina.
George
Regina
with a J.
Vorge.
Vagina Vorge sounds like a character that you encounter who is possessed in a Call of Cthulhu mystery.
It sounds like an excellent drag name.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Regina Vorge. Was that it? Whatever. That's it now. It's Regina Vorge. All right. So Gimbal, Byrion, and Regina Vorge come up and take their places at this booth. Each of them grabs a bow and a quiver. Do Einon and Maxine have any involvement in this, or are you just spectating as well?
I think just spectating, but I'm very excited to see what they've got.
I think as Kade's getting everything set up, I'm talking to the 3 candidates and like asking them interview questions. Like, why did you raise your hand? Why do you want to join our adventure?
Okay.
She's holding up a stick and like talking into it, holding it out to them, and then turning like she's talking to a camera, and then we pan back and see that there's just an owl in a tree that she's staring at.
She's still very drunk.
All right. So I think what I want to do here is have you 3 roll for these people.
Who are we rolling for our namesakes?
Yeah, I think you're going to roll for the ones that you named. I'm going to give them stats.
Oh, man. I got Byrion.
Yeah. Yeah. Taste your own medicine, doctor.
Oh.
I'm going to give them some stats. I will have you roll for them. I'm not going to tell you what their stats are. So,
Okay.
so each of them they're going to have the same 3 abilities. Each of them has shoot, empathy, and notice. They're going to have different values in each of them. You will roll for them. I will add their abilities, and then I'll let you know who gets the win on each one. And then at the end of the contest, when you know who you're ending up with, I will let you know what their stats are.
Okay. So they're all going to have a different shoot
Yes.
in this archery contest.
Yes.
Superb.
Yep. Each of them is differently skilled at shoot.
Oh, no.
One of them better than you.
What? That's
Yep.
impossible.
They've got a 7.
What?
Yeah.
No!
Legendary archer.
I can see the notes from here.
That's why you installed that little mirror in the corner
Yes.
behind me.
Yeah.
See.
When I was like 5 years old, my mom could not figure out why a 5-year-old was beating her at Uno, and it's because there was a mirror behind her.
So we are going to do this as a contest. The same way that the grape stomping worked, it is going to be first to 3 victories is the ultimate winner. Remember that you can create an advantage for yourself or create an advantage like on others if you wanted to give them like a situational aspect that is a negative for them. But they do get to defend. Just remember that if you create an advantage, it does not use your turn in the contest unless you fail to create the advantage, and then you forfeit your turn in the contest. I'm just going to use the existing aspects for the satyrs. I don't know if they're going to be particularly helpful if you decide to try and invoke them, but you're welcome to try. The high concept for the satyrs are peaceful fae exiles, and their trouble is, as we talked about, xenophobic. So if you could figure out a way to leverage those in your favor, by all means. Gimbal, Byrion, and Regina Vorge step up with their equipment, and the contest begins. Everybody give me a shoot roll, unless you want to create an advantage for yourself or against somebody else beforehand.
I'm going for it.
Yeah, this first time. 1.
With my cursed dice that I've stopped using, 4.
1.
All right. So each of the 3 of them fires an arrow. How exactly does this work? Is it just like whoever... Are we just first to pop 3 balloons? Is that what we're going for? Or is it like everybody trying to snapshot on the same target and whoever gets it first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they have different colored fletching on their arrows.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Then we see Byrion lightning fast snap out an arrow before the others and bullseye that target, taking the first victory in this contest. Into round 2. Anybody want to create an advantage, or are we just going for the shoot roll again?
I'm going to create an advantage.
Okay. What are you doing?
I think that's actually dictating, like, I was be like, Birian's still hungover. But I don't think, can I retroactively create?
So you can create an advantage to like put an aspect on somebody, but you can't just declare that something's already true about them.
Yeah.
Like you could be like, I think Birian's still hungover, so I'm going to make a loud noise to throw him off or something, and then create an advantage and give him dazed or something.
Yeah.
You can spend a fate point to declare a story detail as true. I feel like you can't just do that to like essentially create an aspect on somebody to their disadvantage.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more environmental or like
Yeah.
scene scenario based than individual based. But you can always spend a fate point to compel anyone using any relevant aspect. So with an aspect that already does exist, you could try and compel Birian negatively.
Okay. I'm going to try to create an advantage then. I think that I saw him drinking a lot last night, and the sun, so I've got a lot of like decorative beads and stuff on my horns. And so I'm going to like angle them so that the sun goes into his eyes.
I protest. Is this closer to light side, sun side, or is it darker here?
Oh.
We're more night side.
You're more night side.
But we're getting closer to like the equator.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
there sun?
There is
You don't
sun.
know.
Okay, what skill do we think that this is? It might not be one of the 3 I've listed for the satyrs, but you just be rolling a flat roll to
Yeah.
try this.
Provoke?
Interesting.
Deceive? Crafts?
Really, it could be anything. If it's not one of those 3 things, don't matter.
That's
I
true.
like provoke. Birian also gets an opportunity to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think Birian would defend with if they notice this light in their eyes agitating them?
I think it's just got to be physique.
So you're both just making flat rolls against each other. Let's see if you can create this advantage.
1.
0.
Okay. So you fail to create the advantage.
Yeah.
Unless you can invoke something to bump this up.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay.
I think the beads like in my horns fall into my own eyes. And
Okay.
You hold up a mirror and it reflects back and burns you.
So Gimbal fails their turn. So the other 2 of you, why don't you give me shoot rolls for this round of the
Oh.
contest?
Okay. Poor Gimbal.
that's what happens when you try to cheat.
Let that be a lesson to you kids.
And gimbal.
I'm Gimbal. I got a 0.
I got a -2.
Okay. There's a tie,
Whoa.
which means no one gets a victory and an unexpected twist occurs. Once again, the ad scroll.
Like, oh God, again.
I know the stats.
Do you?
Yeah.
At least one of them. For 2 of them.
You card counting motherfucker.
Mathematician. I think the unexpected twist is that Gimbal's stray arrow hits the target.
It bounces off of like 3 trees.
Yeah.
Barian hits the target. And then Gimbal's arrow bounces off 3 trees, hits Barian's arrow
Off the target.
off the target.
Splits it in twain.
It's got to affect all of you equally. Yeah. But when you're just rolling against each other, I'm like, oh, it makes everything go faster. Well, it doesn't accomplish anything. You're all rolling against each other, not a target difficulty.
Mechanical question, because it's not relevant, really. Does it affect all of us equally or just the 2 of them equally?
That's fair. Probably just the 2 of them equally. So maybe
Everything's coming up Gimbal.
maybe this helps Gimbal.
Oh, gosh, that's troublesome now that I know what your stats are.
Okay, Gimbal's stray arrow hits a part of the canopy over top of the game, and it falls loose, and it's blocking the latent wind that is blowing into this game for Gimbal. So Gimbal's now got easier shots, less environmental worries than the 2 of you.
Nice.
So Gimbal, you're going to take +1s on your future rolls.
Okay.
He can't see anymore, so now all his other senses are kicking in.
So we are still at 1 victory. We need 2 more.
That can't be right. It's been a half hour.
We need 2 more to win. Everybody give me a shoot roll.
3.
2.
With my +1, that's a -1.
Oh, no.
Birian takes another victory in this contest, putting Birian at 2 to everybody else's 0.
Oof.
Give me another shoot roll.
With my +1, a 4.
0.
2.
Gimbal takes the victory in this one.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Gimbal starts pulling it back. Give me another shoot roll.
With my +1, a 1.
3.
-1.
Another tie.
Nope, Regina Vorge takes the victory on this one. We're really spreading it out. Birion, I need you to get your shit together so this contest can end. Everybody
Hey,
give me a
look,
shoot roll.
I couldn't be more indifferent about who wins this.
I gotta say, I'd be really partial to us traveling with somebody named Regina Forge.
Same.
-1.
0.
2.
Gimbal pulls out another victory. We're neck and neck.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Gimbal and Birion are tied. Next one could win. Shoot.
The passion of this man.
I got a 4.
Damn.
0.
2.
Against all odds, Gimbal comes back and
Cheaters
takes the win.
prosper.
Let that be a lesson to you
If you
kids.
take one lesson from this, it's that cheaters prosper. All right. Gimbal sticks the final bullseye, lickety-split, and takes the last victory, winning the contest overall.
Armless and Gimbal.
So Gimbal had the middle and shoot stat. Gimbal's good at empathy and bad at notice. Well, I mean, they're positive in all three of these, but they got 2 shoot, 3 empathy, 1 notice.
Okay.
Nice.
So maybe that's the lesson. Be average. All right, with that final arrow, all of these spectators erupt in cheers and excitement. Gimbal does like a jump, fist bump in the air, freeze frame.
Satyrs are so magical.
But the other two, there don't seem to be any hard feelings. The other two are clapping and, putting arms around Gimbal, congratulating him.
Birion's like, everyone stop clapping. I have such a bad hangover.
And the Council of Matriarchs are also clapping sort of politely, professionally, excited that they have a champion among your squad now. So Gimbal heads back to their home to gather their effects and get ready to set out with the rest of you. Is there anything else you want to do here before you take off?
No, I don't think so.
The only thing I can think of is that with the Tengu, I got to spend a couple of moments with someone to see how they used ether. And if that opportunity exists to see, like, what do they use it for? How do they utilize it? Just so I can understand.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that takes particularly long. I think you are able to chat with Yamini, who kind of breaks down that, like, there's not a lot of acute ether use in their day-to-day lives. They're not like magicians or practitioners the way that like Roland seems to be or anything. She shows you some of the like protections that are set up in their space that are just kind of environmental use of ether to help keep them hidden and help keep them safe. And by and large, that's kind of it. They're pretty mundane day to day.
Okay.
I think I would want to talk to somebody. I don't know if they all like make their own bows and arrows for themselves or if like somebody makes them and sells them. But one way or another, I would love to acquire one if that is like acceptable for them.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say, I don't know if they make their own butter. You were like, I don't know if they make their own butter.
Well, if they do, I want
Bows?
some of that too.
Sure.
Their own butter, like satyr butter, or
Oh, God.
Yeah, is it from Satyr milk? This is on you now.
No, we just what? No. I refuse. You answer.
I don't have to. Tass, why don't you give me a rapport roll?
Oh, okay.
Overcome with rapport. I think this is going to be fairly simple based on the nature of the relationship you built with them. Let's call it a 2.
Okay. That's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think what you learn is that there is it's sort of a coming of age tradition to like craft your first bow. And that isn't to say that that's the only bow they ever have. Some of them are better craftsmen. They will craft bows for each other. But I think you find a bowyer who like wants to walk you through the process. Like, do you want to make your own bow? I'll show you how we do it, and that will be yours.
Oh, yes, 100%.
Cool. So yeah, you take some time to do that. And it's not like a hugely time-sensitive process. Kind of just the more time you want to spend on it, obviously the finer the result can be, but it's not like it takes this long for this thing to cure and this long. It's just, yeah, let's pick out a piece of wood, let's shave it down some, let's test it and get it strung up, and there's your bow.
I love it.
When Kade is done doing his like ether discussion, I want to go up to him and say, Hey, do you have a second?
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk. It's been a minute since we've checked in with each other as far as ether use. And I was just thinking about it because what you did with the archery game, that was very impressive.
Oh, thanks.
It's just that I've noticed that the both of us have been a bit more liberal with our ether use since our last discussion about being careful. And trust me, I fully understand that our views on the world and ether and this entire situation have been upended, but I guess I'm still just a little nervous that we agreed to watch each other's backs about this, but we're both kind of on the same path.
Yeah. It's weird because I don't feel different about it. I feel safer for some reason using it now because of Roland.
Oh?
Yeah. That bond that he and I made, the ether speaks to me now. Not in like a literal way, but if something's the right thing to do in the sense of setting the world back to the way it's supposed to be, it like nudges me. And I don't know, I guess part of me hopes, I don't know, but part of me hopes that once everything is set back to rights, like it's got a consciousness. It's got a sense of what's kind of right and wrong. Maybe it corrupts us because it knows what we did to it.
I want to take off my gloves and roll up my sleeves and just kind of hold out my hands looking at the markings that are there. How far have they kind of progressed?
The marks climb a little ways up your forearm at this point, not quite to the elbows, but getting there. I think you also notice, like, if you are kind of visually comparing them against Kade's, yours look almost like deeper.
I haven't been using it a whole lot, but boy, when I do, it's like I'm tapping into a well and I'm really getting in there and just kind of losing myself. And I don't mean losing myself like I don't know who I am. I just mean I feel surrounded by it, not overcome, but submerged almost.
Oh, that's really interesting. Like you feel like you're swimming in an ocean. And like a lot of times when I've used it, I feel like almost like I'm a hose letting water out of the ocean.
It's more like I'm diving down in an ocean.
Oh, is that why you think your marks are so much deeper in color? Or even, gosh, is that the color that's deeper? Or is it deeper under your skin?
I don't know. I can't really feel it unless I'm using it. And I think just that overwhelming sensation kind of distracts me from the feeling in my hands and my arms. I can tell it's concentrated there, but boy, I don't know. The things that I've been using it for have been kind of, well, large, and I've been repairing things that pretty significantly broken. So maybe it just takes more.
Yeah, maybe. Do you feel any different? Like, do you feel tired or sore? Stronger negative emotions? Like anything that you can attribute to it?
No, none at all. And I think that's maybe a little concerning in of itself. Ether's not from here. It comes from Chimeran. And for some reason, we're able to wield it. But it's not really made for us. So I would expect there to be some sort of detriment. And maybe you're right. That's where the corruption comes in. Using it for something it's not supposed to be used for. Or if you're right about it being aware, being used for things that are not natural or working toward a more natural order.
Yeah, all I have is just this impulse, this feeling, but like something about using it in service of it versus in service of yourself feels different.
I reach out and take one of Kade's hands in mine and just kind of look at the lines going from his arm down to his hand to mine and up my arm.
Can I spend a fate point to make a story element true?
Yes.
I think that when Maxine takes my hand, the way that she's holding it, and it's a way that the entirety of the time we've known each other, like that's always how she holds my hand, that the ether lines line up.
Ooh.
Neat.
Like it is a continuation.
I like it.
I'm glad you have that connection with Roland to have that reassurance. It sounds really nice, and I don't really feel that, but I trust you. So if you say that we're still on the right track, I believe it.
It's funny because the conversation with Roland, I think, is what put that in my head. But seeing what you do solidified it.
And seeing what you do? Well, I'm glad we're on the same side.
I mean, that's why we're a great fucking team, right?
I figured it was Einon's shooting ability, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Look, I don't know a lot of things, but I am almost positive about this. There's a group of people that are going to fix this world, and they're going to set things right with Chimeran. And it may not just be us, but we're sure as hell going to be there when it happens.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's about this time that Gimbal returns with his effects. He seems to just have like a knapsack slung over his shoulder and a cloak on now that he didn't have on prior. And Einon returns with a more primitive-looking bow than what he normally carries, but he seems mighty proud of it.
Nice bow. This one has less teeth.
Less, but not none, oddly.
Just blood coming out of his mouth.
They told me it was essential.
They told me it was essential.
Just the front one.
God, I wish I could do the whistle when I talk and just do that for the rest of the show.
I say, it seems like we're in danger.
It's just the gopher from Winnie the Pooh.
You guys are able to gather the rest of your party, Roland, Wazine, and Armalus, and the council and the rest of this satyr community see you off with warm goodbyes as you head out of the valley, climbing back up the mountains towards the peaks in the direction of the fortress. Again, Roland takes the lead. Armalus generally follows overhead, again, scouting out ahead of you a little bit, coming back with reports. Gimbal pulls out a set of pipes, and he kind of follows up the rear of the group, just playing a little tune, some marching music for all of you as you go along. And as you are traveling, the climb becomes hard. Like, you are hitting some real rough terrain, even though this is still ostensibly like the pass, the navigable part of these mountains. It gets really steep. The rocks become pretty sharp and jagged as you climb. And it is a not insignificant distance. Like, you can tell that you're going for the top. Like, Roland is leading you towards the peaks of this mountain, higher even than you were when you met the Tengu and Abzu. It starts to get colder. Snow is starting to accumulate on the ground as you reach these altitudes. Gimbal and Armalus seem a little bit chilly. They are not really dressed for this. They are kind of largely exposed. Roland has no shift in demeanor whatsoever this entire journey.
I think seeing the two of them shiver, again, Smee's light shifts and he starts to radiate that low heat of the workspace.
Yeah, Smee takes up sort of a central position in the line here so that he's hitting everybody. And you can see just visible relief, more comfort on Armalus and Gimbal. I think you do notice like a small break in Roland's step as he notices that's happening. Like, he does clock it, and it just gives him the very briefest pause, but it's almost imperceptible. He falls right back into step and continues moving.
I keep interrupting your narrative.
That's
the whole point.
This is the game, baby.
Can I try to decipher what that was?
Yeah, why don't you give me an empathy roll? I don't think this is like actively contested. So I think this is just going to be an overcome with empathy. I think it's going to be fairly difficult, though. I think you're trying to beat a 4.
Perfect. I'm rolling flat.
Okay.
So I'm at a 1.
This is what fate points are for.
Well, I've used mine for narrative positioning. So I noticed what's out of place. Like, that was an interesting thing from him.
Sure.
And then I want to also spend my other forgotten bond. I've been around more fae. I've been watching them, learning from them. Like, do I recognize whatever that instinct was in him?
Okay. So that's 1 fate point and 1 free invoke you had left?
Yes.
Okay. That'll get you to a success. You get this impression of, like, familiarity. I think this is a combination of the fact that ether connects all things. Like, you have this intangible bond with him just by being tapped into the ether that he is. And memories of your own experiences where, like, a memory hits you or, like, a sensation hits you that triggers a memory. And, like, for just a second, you kind of, like, stop lose track of whatever you were doing as that like washes over you before you get back into it. That this seems like it tripped some kind of familiarity with him.
Is this like his Vader moment? Am I going to just discover that he built Smee as a child while he was pod racing?
I don't know, man. Do you have any fate points left?
I don't.
Well, then you'll never know.
What if I just talk to him?
Oh, well, I suppose that's possible. When you first failed and I didn't know if you were going to have anything to spend, one of the fail options is you can still get it at a great cost. And I was going to say, yeah, the great cost is you have to go talk to him. You just have to go ask him. Good luck. God help you.
Good luck.
Yeah,
You've got to stop relying on fate. You just got to have conversations.
Never. Yeah, I'll ask him about it later, though.
Okay. You decide to pocket that information for later. But kind of coincidentally, you hear him pipe up. He's been silent this entire journey up towards the peaks, but he finally starts to speak. He doesn't stop. He doesn't really turn back over his shoulder to talk to you all directly. He's just kind of talking into the void that you might hear him. And he says, "We're approaching what I expect will be our final stop on this voyage."
What sort of danger are we looking at, if any?
Have you heard the tales of Karuk? And as he says that, the rest of the Fae in your party like gasp and shudder.
Have I heard this name in my studies?
Why don't you give me a lore roll? I think I'm going to give you an option.
Okay.
Easier difficulty, you're familiar with the surface details, and you're more likely to get them. Harder difficulty, you're familiar with more intimate details, but you're less likely to get it.
Yeah, let's go. Full tilt.
Okay. Overcome with lore, trying to beat a 5.
Ooh, okay. 6 off of the roll.
Okay.
Nice.
You have absolutely heard the name Karuk. You know that he is a minotaur. In fact, by all accounts, he is the only minotaur on Kadvini. He occupies an ancient hall in the mountains up here near the peak that when he came to Kadvini, he claimed as his own. And from the rumors, he remodeled in true minotaur fashion to form a labyrinth within these halls. But rather than being trapped in it himself, it is like a spider's web. It is to capture prey. He is not friendly, not even with most other Fae. He is very isolationist and very hostile, but far more towards humans. He is known to work with other Fae. He knows he needs friends. He knows he can't totally go it alone. So humans are going to have worse odds with him. I think that the particular detail you recall, this rumor that you've heard, part of why he's so prickly and why he's the only one here is because he came directly to Kadvini after his people suffered a massive loss in battle. He fled here as a sole survivor. And that loss was at the hands of the Winter Elves, led by Roland the Black.
Oh, shit.
And that is where we will leave it.
Fuck.
Shit, come on.
We've brought Roland here to finish the job he started.
Oh, no.
No, we walk up and we just say, "Hey, Minotaur, we got him for you. Let us pass."
Hog tie him.
Oh, God, I just imagine in this moment hearing that name and just patting Roland on the shoulder and saying, "That's rough, buddy."
So thank you all for joining us this week. If you are interested in more information about Fate as a system or Clockwinders as a setting and story, check out the episode description for those details. You should also go to our Patreon at patreon.com/thecritshow. We have tiers starting as low as $1 and climbing from there with increasingly excellent rewards every step of the way, including access to our infamously friendly Discord and other entire additional shows. You can also get your name read at the end of an episode, just like Moosin and Adam K. Thanks to the two of you, and thanks to all of you once again. Tune in next time for more Clockwinder adventures. Everybody say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/The Crit Show.